Mixing is technically adjusting the levels of different elements in a song. So making sure the kick, snare, bass, lead vocal are all the right sort of volume next to each other. There's other tools that you can use within that, like compression, EQ, and then there's effects like reverb and delay. But mainly you start off with balancing the levels and then you worry about that stuff later. But for me, mixing is really about connecting the listener with the writer. So whoever's performing, whoever's written the song, they're trying to convey something. They're trying to convey a message. They're trying to convey a feeling, really, right? So if the song is a rock song and it's a feeling about anger or anguish, or if it's a pop song and it's about feeling heartbroken or something like that, there are ways that you can change the volumes and change the way that certain things appear in the track or are heard in the track. And the magic of mixing lies in connecting the listener with whoever's performing the song. So you can bring the listener in by using lots of different mixing techniques, and you can also push the song out to the listener. Making something sound fat, huge, loud, that's all in there as well. Those things are really important to some clients. Other people want something more sparse and intimate. So you have to pick and choose what you can get good at first. But for me, if I was starting out learning mixing, I'd spend most of my time just really practicing balancing. Firstly, getting a rough balance of all the different elements. Does that sound good? And then playing with that, moving things up and down a little bit. And then once that's set and that feels good, I might then just try moving things 1 dB or 2 dB up and down and seeing if I can evoke different feelings. And then if you go into a different section of the song, for example, the verse and the chorus, the levels might actually need to be different. So then you can play around with automation. The thing about EQ and compression is they only really matter once the balance is correct. If your balance is correct and something sounds muddy, then it's definitely muddy. But if your guitars are too loud, they might sound muddy, but they're not actually muddy. They're just too loud. And they've actually got the perfect amount of mid-range once you tuck them in behind the drums. So balance is the first thing that you need to be worrying about when it comes to mixing. So mixing is balancing the different elements in a track and a lot more. There you go.